Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, we got some people coming back. All right, we got everybody popping back on. Okay. All right, we got Lydia and Lisa and Faye and a bunch of people. I'm running slow, I see. Carolyn. Hey, Carolyn. I didn't speak to you the first time. I didn't see you on. Okay, y'all can hear me now? This stupid iPhone. Okay, we got everybody. Tammy. Hey, Tammy Weddle. Sandra's back. Margaret. Patricia. Hey, Patricia. Tammy from Wonderfully Made. Kathleen. Hey, Deborah Kabasa. Live from Dubai is with us. What a special day. Welcome, friend. That's my friend from Dubai, y'all. Well, she's our friend, but she only catches us when she can because our timing is so different. Yes, I'm glad you caught us. I had to come on a little early today because I had to tell y'all this. I'm probably washed out because this phone is set bright settings, but I ain't got time to fiddle with it today. I'm not gonna be on too long. I'm gonna get Oh, you were getting ready to start recording? Oh, I'm sorry, Deborah. I just got a quick one for y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. So, see if everybody can get on. Cha Cha is on. Cha Cha, what's up, friend? Cha Cha is my old friend, y'all. Hey, Susan, how are you, friend? Hey, Susan from Virginia. Hey, Mary, how are you? You don't have no sound now, Mary? Hold up. Can y'all everybody else can hear me, right? Mary, Mary, check your volume. Maybe you pushed it the wrong way. Okay, good. Hey, Jason. Hey, Dora's life, Dora's mom. Okay, yeah, Mary, check your volume. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get started because I'm not gonna be on here long. Okay, good, good, good. All right. First, let me tell y'all about my drink. I forgot to do this on the video. I was so shook up. I messed around. I told y'all I redid my table for the I'm gonna do this real fast. Look, I redid the table for the luau thing. It's the video is up so y'all can see it. But I didn't talk about my drink, and the drink was this. You can barely see in there, but I'm gonna show you. You know the boba that I brought, and then I added this mango tropical water. It's flavored water, and it's mango with some tropical fruit flavors. Comes from Aldi. And then with the boba, right? I mixed that with the mango boba and this coconut water with pineapple flavoring. Now tell me I ain't in Hawaii. Please. And I got my little Hawaiian cup with the boba straw. Yes, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. So good. Okay, so who else is on? We got everybody? Yeah, I got everybody. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? We got Jeanette and Janetta. So this one, Jeanette is not on right now. Hey, how's California? I know the weather's nice there. It's been hot here in Texas. Hey, Susie. Who else? Cha Cha, what's up, friend? Yeah, it's a good, and I got both of these from Aldi's, y'all. But you know, I ordered the boba online because I ain't paying $5 every time I wanted some. So, both of these came from Aldi. Yes, and it is such a good tropical flavor. Now, this does have carbohydrates because, of course, it's coconut water. But I use 3 times the tropical water because this is no calories, not calories. Ooh, wait a minute. 1 second. That's my daughter. I have to tell her. I'll call her right back. This is sugar-free, no carbohydrates, right? And then this does have carbohydrates, but it is, what is it? 15 grams for 8 ounces. But I only use like 3 ounces of it in this right here. Yeah, so it's so good. Oh, and it's so refreshing. Okay, let's get back to what I'm talking about. So 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna text my daughter and tell her I'll text her right back. Now I'll call her back. Well, I'll tell her I'll call her back. Let me just get this done. Okay, yesterday I did a video, and if you guys haven't seen it, I did this live video. I know I'm cutting my head off because I got this table. I didn't want to take it down yet, so I can't sit this on the table, so I have this on the floor. Who else is on here, y'all? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been in the 90s. It hasn't went past lower than the 90s since before June kicked in. Hey, Nita Mae. Donna, how are you, Donna? No, she's not here. I haven't seen her. Brat Cat. I haven't seen her in at least over a month. I don't know where she is. Okay. Hey, Nita Mae, I seen her. Hey, Nita. Okay, now, let me sit the phone right here for a second and I'm going to talk. So yesterday, I did this video. Everything is in here. I told y'all about. And, oh, somebody sent me an email. Who was it? One of y'all sent me an email. Anyway, I did get the email, and I didn't get a chance to respond to it because now, okay, just going to rough talk about yesterday real quick. And if you didn't see the video, you could watch it. It's only a 36-minute live. But just like today, I'm not going to be on here long. And I'll tell you why. Yesterday, I was so excited, right? I got this information. I was psyched, okay? I was psyched. And I just felt like overjoyed. All of a sudden, I felt overjoyed. I felt like I needed to come on and share it. I'm going to read some of this. Do I need to read it again? Did everybody hear me say this? Anyway, I'm just going to read it again. Okay, so anyway, like I said, I was sitting here for the last couple of days. I've been coming outside here. I'm just loving it. I get such a vibe out here. And I just wrote down on a piece of paper. Oh, you did. Everybody did good. So I'm going to just touch base on what I'm talking about because it's so important for what I'm going to tell you next. It's so important. So anyway, I came outside and I didn't hear a bird. Just like right now, you don't hear no birds. It's very rare that you don't hear birds, right? So I didn't hear any birds. But the day before, I told y'all the cardinal came. And the cardinal was right here in this bush. Right here where I could reach out and probably grab it if I reached out far enough, right? And he was sitting there and he's looking me right in my eyes. We're looking at each other. And he's chirp, 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 chirp. Whatever, you know that sound they make. And I grabbed my camera on my phone off the table. I set up the video. And as I start to take a video, he hops over. But he was there for a good minute. Just chatting with me. And by the time I got the video, he did a little more talking and then he pulled off, right? If y'all just coming on, I'm going to get with you in a second. Give me 1 second. Omnipotent is here. I just seen that. I was able to see that. Everybody else, hold on for 1 second, y'all. So anyway, the next day I come out and I do what I do again. I just felt refreshed, come out. And so anyway, I write down on this piece of paper, what is my purpose? All of a sudden, these thoughts start flooding my mind, right? As if I'm having a conversation with somebody. And I'm not going to go into the whole explaining it, but this is the process I've been going through now, y'all, for about 7-8 years. And honestly, part of this was why I needed to pull out of New Jersey and move. And so it was a whole spiritual movement that moved me here. I don't know what it was about this area. And I still, just didn't know 100% what it was, but I just knew I needed to be in another place. Okay. So anyway, I start writing these thoughts that come in my mind. And so I'll tell you real quick again what it was. And I said, what is my purpose? That was the question, before my prayer. And then it said, you were born on purpose. And you can never stray from your purpose. Your decisions direct the experience you get from your purpose any given day. So your decision to act or not act, to do or not do, to be or not be, to feel or not feel, that's what directs your purpose at any given day. Okay. So then it said, newsflash, your purpose is life. So your purpose is to live. to live and be on purpose. Be available, listen, feel, know for when God is speaking to you, for when your time comes that he's calling you for a task, to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Okay, then it said then I got at conception, you were given a purpose. You were given a certain task. For you to stay here on earth, you were given a certain task. I tell you, I can't understand my own handwriting. Okay, it started with conception. Conception was your first task. Birth was your second task. So you were born. That's the second task, right? And then it says your passion is not your purpose. Your passion is something you enjoy doing to pass the time until God gives you your next task. Remember, so we say, like we came up yesterday. Yesterday I came up with your passion is your joy tank. So you got to fill that joy tank, fill it, fill it, fill it. So when you need that to pull off that joy to get you through the hard times, you're full. And yesterday, after I got off live, my joy tank was so full, it was overflowing. I could have loaned you, any one of y'all, a full tank of joy and still had a full tank of joy left. I was full of joy yesterday when I got off of here. So then I said, your purpose is being where God needs you at all times and being willing to do what God asks. Usually it's the things that you don't want, right? You don't want to do. It's okay, what is that? What did I say on here? Lord. Okay, it's the things you don't want to do. We generally run from. Things you normally would run from. Things that take a lot of effort. Things that you're scared of. You know, that takes the most of us. And that's the things, that's the task that you're called to do, right? And so the things that show us how strong we are. And then it says, if you run from it, I'll return. It'll return over and over and over again until it's accomplished or completed. Now, how many times have you seen something appear over and over and over in your life? And you just are like, I wish this would stop coming. I'm not dealing with this. So then it says, so then I got, it's not one thing, it's our entire lives. Your purpose is not one thing, it's your entire life. It's at the hardest times that God is building our minds, souls, and bodies for those times that he calls us. For just one of those calls. It's like training for a race. So anyway, I'm not going to go all into the rest of it. But what I say, and I say all of that to say, so it was more, but it's on that video. So anyway, when I finished all of that, and I finished talking to y'all, I was feeling so good. I go inside, I start to cook. Now here's what this is about. I say all of that to say that built me up so much. Being able to share, being able to let it out, being able to talk about it. So I go in, I get a phone call from my sister. And the hearing thing, that's why I know it's something with this phone. But then again, she had a problem too, because it might be something with iPhone, because she has one. She was trying to talk to me. She kept saying she couldn't hear me. I could hear her clearly. So anyway, we finally got that fixed and we were able to talk to each other. The first thing she says to me, the person that killed my son, that murdered my son, he's out of prison. I knew that. And he just murdered somebody else, y'all. He just murdered somebody else. And it hit me. Let me tell you, I felt like in my body, every ounce of my body on the inside was bubbles were bursting. Like bubbles were bursting inside my body. This feeling that came over me just felt like bubbles were bursting. He killed a woman in New Jersey, and she's dead. Now, because of this is what bothers me with our community. And I say that as our community, as y'all know what I'm talking about. Nobody wanted to talk. There was no witnesses to talk about what happened with my son, because nobody wanted to be a rat. Even though nobody knew this guy, they all knew my son. They still didn't want to be a rat. So this guy only got manslaughter with my son. That's all. So he got 6 years. He did 6 years in prison, and he's been out, right? My son was killed in 2006. He was finally sentenced 2009. And I want to say around 2013, 14, he was out of jail, okay? So that broke me down, right? I'm finally over it. But it's at this time that I know I need to process this right now. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about it before I disappear for a couple days, because I'm only allowing myself a couple days to deal with this. That's why y'all didn't hear nothing from me yesterday. I tried to answer a couple comments, but after that I had to shut down. So while we were in court that day of the sentencing, I said, what bothers me is that I know for a fact that he's going to get out and kill somebody else's child. And they're going to be sitting in my spot. And it's going to be on you. And I said this to the court while we was in there. I said, it's going to be on you. It's on your hands. I'm washing my hands of it because I have no control over this. But because this wasn't investigated right, and because people didn't step up for what he did, he will kill somebody else. I promise you that. I stand here today. It happened. It happened. Now, let's push that aside because that's not what the video was about. What the video was about is my joy tank was so full that within, I'm going to say, it didn't take 60 seconds before I stopped all of that anxiety starting to pop in, all those bubbles popping in my body. It felt like I could even feel my skin popping, right? All of that was getting ready to set me. My stomach got the bubbling. And then I caught myself and I was like, girl, what you doing? You ain't got no control over that. It has nothing to do with you. I pray for that child, that woman's family, but I am not in control of that. So I think all of the bird coming to visit me the day before was my son trying to prep me because this happened on June 1st. We just found out because my sister's ex called her and said, hey, he said, wasn't Jazz's real name Ulysses? And he said, yeah. He said, I think that guy who killed him just killed this girl in my neighborhood. Yep. It was him. It was him. And my sister said she had told him. Well, Joan said that was going to happen. She said she knew he was going to kill somebody else. So I say this to say that what I spoke to you yesterday, it was nothing but preparation for me because I'm okay. It's just that I don't want to say I'm okay without releasing it. And here's my shirt. Remember my quote? So look, I see you. I acknowledge you. I release you. Thrift Queen 2020. So I put my shirt on today. I'm going to process this out within a matter of 2 days. But I'm going to give myself time to actually go back and think over everything. Let it all go through my mind. I'm going to speak to everybody that's jumping on in 1 second, y'all. I just wanted to get this out. I wanted to be able to get all of this out and really let it go because I'm not carrying this. I am not carrying this. I'm not carrying the sorrow. I'm not, of course, all the feelings from when it first happened with my son came flooding back. But my joy tank was so full, I'm dealing with it to get over it. Remember I told y'all when the tank gets full, you can deal with it and get it right to go right over top of it. You don't have to sink down in it. So that's what I want to do. I want to take a couple days and I want to process it all. I want to go back to the beginning and because I want it out of my life for good. That is not my issue. You see what I'm saying? And we can wear other people's crap to the point where it destroys us, So, I'm not letting it happen this time. So I was so excited. I couldn't do it yesterday. Yesterday was a day. Yesterday, I wanted to come on and talk to y'all, but I said, let me do this today. I probably will not be back on. I'm going to tell you, I probably won't. Because I know one thing. I'm going to actually have to go and process this entire thing and get it out of my system. I have to. And like, if it takes me 2-3 days, I don't even think I want 3. I think I'm going to cut it off at 2. It has to be done by 2 in 2 days. So by Tuesday, I need to be back up and running. Because I can't deal anymore. I can't deal with that, y'all. Oh, my phone not shut off. Wait a minute. Let me catch up with y'all. Okay. So, let me see who else came on. Everybody that came on, I'm trying to catch you. Kathleen, hey Kathleen. Anita, Wendy, hey Wendy. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Sandra is on. Who else? If I missed you, I'm catching you. I'm trying. Karis, I got you. Lady Omnificent, how are you, friend? Yeah, so, okay, I'm caught up, I think. Yes, so I really think that all of that little bird coming to visit here, me just doing this whole week of releasing stuff and letting stuff go and calming myself, I think all of that had a lot to do with me getting this information. Because when I promised y'all, it was not 30 minutes. After I got off of here, I got everything together. I said, let me go in and cook. And then I'll have dinner outside today. And so I'll go inside and I start cooking. I got the meats cooked. I made some sausage and hamburger, ground beef. and starting to cut up my vegetables to saute them up to make some spaghetti sauce, right? So thank you, Diane. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, it's a mess. So anyway, I and just as I'm standing there cutting up the vegetables, the phone rings. It was not 30 minutes by the time I finished off that live yesterday, y'all. Wasn't 30 minutes. And so I say that to say, Lord, ain't that something how you really it's true where we can get through things and we could be prepared for things that we don't even know is coming. Um and hey Shanji, hey Cheryl. So yeah, we can be prepared for things and God will prepare us for things if we just allow it to happen. Just like I said, keep your ears open, keep your heart open, keep your third eye open, keep your mind open, be ready, all of that. And I was ready for it. But it's not like it's something that's not going to be there, that's not going to affect me, because it's something, of course, near and dear to my heart. So with the preparation comes the ability to process it really quick and get it out of my life. I'm not going to let this overtake me, because this had the ability to drop me to my knees and give up, y'all. It really did. It had it. Yeah, it is. It's 2020 is a learning experience. Y'all, if y'all don't get nothing out of this year, something ain't right. You better get something out of it. Something out of it. You hear me? Yeah, and the sad thing is though, is that the sad thing is this is that guy's purpose. He's but see, God don't, when you know it's evil, when you know it's evil, that's where the decisions come in. And that's why I think that was in there, is that to make sense of it, honestly, to make sense of it. Remember I was yesterday, if y'all heard that, if you didn't see that video, check that video out. Because it said your decisions direct, how your purpose turns out, or whatever it was. I forget the exact words, but wait, because I got so much going on in my mind. It said, because that was so important to this whole thing, it said, and that helped me right there yesterday. It said, your decisions direct the experience you get from your purpose at any given day. So, if you have the option, like say Satan's up in your ear, you won't go kill such and such. And you make a decision that, no, I'm not. You have directed your purpose that, no, I'm not doing that. But if you say, okay, well, I'm just going to do it, and you go do it, your decision directed your purpose. You see what I'm saying? Your life. So your purpose in life is the same word. You are on purpose. So your decisions will direct which way your life goes. Your decision directs whether you're successful or not. Your decisions direct everything in your life. Your decisions do. So I say that to say, 1 second, Nita. 1 second. I'm getting ready to get off and you can watch the replay. So, hey, Susie. So I say that to say, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, except for the fact that I know I need to get this out the right way. I don't want to bury it. I don't want it to, it ain't in my, remember I was telling y'all a couple of weeks ago about the file cabinet of life. You don't want to fill up your file cabinet with other people's crap, right? I ain't got no control over that. That was not my decision. That's nothing to do with my life. It is not in line with my life and what I'm doing with my life right now. But realistically thinking, if I don't process it through the way I should, then I need to, it's going to cause me a problem down the line. It's going to cause me a problem. It's going to be a backup in my life that I can't deal with. I cannot deal with it. So yeah, I've been saying that, Sherry. I mean, Sherry. I'm calling you Sherry. Cherry. Sandra. Been saying it, child. Okay, thank you, Karis. Thank you so much for stopping by. So anyway, I'm going to I just wanted to share that with y'all, that keep building up your joy tank, y'all. Do something today that makes you so happy that when you get to the point where you feel like you're going to explode with happiness, because then you know your joy tank is overflowing. So whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to deal with it. You're going to be able to deal with it. Yeah, and it is. When I tell you, oh my goodness, when I tell you, Lady Omnificent, that it is that I couldn't have did this last, no, even a year ago, I could not have did this today, right now. I couldn't. But I said, when you have a group of people that you're sharing things with on a regular basis, and that y'all know what's going on with me, and and I've been sharing some of my things that I've been going through, I had to come share it before I just disappear. You know what I mean? Not to mention that, but it's a testimony too that it's real. This is real. When I tell you, if I didn't get this information when I did, I probably would not be able to deal with this. I probably wouldn't be able to deal with it. So, from what I see so far in the beginning, what they have, that it's no way he's gonna get out of this one. It ain't. They don't need nobody talking on this one. See, with my son, it was a sneak attack. No, it wasn't. They weren't fighting. There was nothing. He didn't know my son. His excuse said that my son was the tallest person in the room. He was the biggest. That's what he said. He's the biggest person. That's what he went for. So he didn't know my son. My son wasn't ready to fight nobody. He wasn't even thinking about defending himself. He was just walking down a flight of stairs, and he was stabbed in his heart. Okay, so cowardice, but it is what happened, and nobody would be willing to say they saw it. The few people that did say something said they saw him push him. Then when they found the knife didn't have my son's DNA on it, so they had no case. You see, so he pled to manslaughter, and that's what happened. So anyway, this time he actually beat the person up and then shot them with a metal pellet out of a pellet gun, like a BB gun. But the pellet went inside and hit several organs. I guess the force of it was so strong, and the person bled out and died. So that's murder. Okay, that ain't no nothing. They don't need no witnesses. He was the only person in the house with he's already under arrest. Everything, So thank God, and hopefully this time he'll never get out. You know what I mean? But the system is so messed up. I don't have no faith in it. I just don't. I'd rather wait till the day of sentencing to see what happens before I even speak on that. Because nobody couldn't have told me this was going to happen. So yeah, y'all. I just oh, we got a problem, Marge. I wish I could get to that person's channel. Okay, I was just making sure we got rid of this little troll we had. Okay, y'all, so I'm trying to catch up and see if I missed anybody else. Yeah, so that's what I said I was going to do. Hey, the other Deborah, how are you? So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all what was going on. And then I need to run to Walmart and pick up some things I had ordered, but I don't even feel like going out. I just don't. I really don't. Not for no other reason than I really just want to hurry up and get this stuff through my head. So this morning I came out here, I sat out here. Yesterday I never finished my table. This table, that's why my video went up late. So today I said, you know what? I ain't letting it stop me. I committed to doing this. I'm going to do this table. So I didn't do my best job that I could have ever done with that Hawaiian, the luau table. But I wanted to do something because I had committed to it. So I did get that done. Thank God. Yep. Somebody's doing something on here. I don't know who it is. March, you got... Yeah, okay, I seen. People are just crazy. I don't know what's wrong with folk. You know how they are. Thank you, Marge. So, yeah, y'all. That's it. Yeah, and you know what? But you know the funny thing is, I don't even feel like I want to cry. That's the amazing thing. I don't even feel like I want to cry. I feel like I just want to get to, like, let it become reality in my mind, play it out in my mind, and then kind of say, look, I got to take my hands off because it ain't mine, and not let it take over my life. You know what I mean? Because there was a time where I was so into it that I was working this case like I was still a cop, y'all. Like I worked for that department and I was the cop handling that case. I was working the case for my son. Okay? And it was driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy. I don't feel like any kind of, because I've already let that part of it go. The only thing that bothers me with this is the fact that this fool had a chance to do it again, all because of bad investigating and horrible people. Because those people had a chance that was at that party that day to say what they said. I mean, say what they saw. And because it was so many people out there, but nobody would say anything. And then he would still be in jail, and that person, that woman, would be alive today. Yep. That's the only thing that bothers me. So with that, once I can process that through, I don't have no control over it. Because like I say before, I've always said, if God didn't want you to die, you ain't gonna die. So her time came. But my point is, I still, you just can't make that right. Hey, Lavender, you can't make it right at all. You just can't. Like I can't find a way to make it right. I don't I don't claim to have all the answers, but that's one I know I'll never have is why people die at the hands of other people. I know why people die. We all got to go someday. But at at the violent hands of somebody else, I'll never understand that. I can't work that in to my life. Hey, Southern Mermaid. Yeah, so I just exactly. Had he still been in, because he should still be in jail. Because anytime you walk up to somebody and stab them in their heart, and they had no idea. Now this guy's he's about 5'6", this guy, right? My son's 6'2", about 6'2" and a half. Big guy, and he wasn't fat, but had just started picking up some weight. He worked construction. Um, and I remember like a couple weeks even before he passed away, summer had started kicking in, right? And it was June up there. And with him working outside, he came in and I turned around and looked at him and was like, oh my God, you got dark. Because he's always been like the same complexion as my face, right? But all of a sudden he had got brown, like the same complexion of my arm. It was getting even darker than me. And I was shocked. I was like, what? I said, you picked up, oh my God. I said, you're picking up a little weight and you got dark. I said, you look like you're growing up. This was maybe 4 weeks before he passed away. And so he was a bigger guy. Yes, I'm not even going, you got that right, Cha-Cha. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to really get this out of my mind. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You're gonna have to go back and watch it. I'm getting ready to get off of here, Elizabeth. But go back and watch it so you can see what I was talking about. Cause I'm gonna like not go too much over it and like I don't want it to consume me. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to, like I said, share because just yesterday we were talking about this, right? Hey, Jody. Um. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You got that right, Lady Omnificent. Yeah, I pray. Listen, girl, listen. I so but it was just yesterday I was talking about filling that joy tank. So do something today that makes y'all happy. Cooking a meal for your family, if it's having dinner with your family, or doing a craft, or thrifting, like Caroline said she was out there in those streets today. Do something that makes you happy. Just sitting by yourself, sitting out, like I said, sitting out here. I get all of this shade this time of day, and it's so beautiful and green out here, and you just get a little bit of everything out here, and it does make me happy. So all of that, and then getting that information and being able to share it with y'all, um, it just meant, I mean, like that just filled my I was so happy when I got off of here. So where when that happened, it just leveled it right off. And I did not fall in no ditch, y'all. I promise you. Any other time I would have been right down in the ditch. It would have just went right into my empty tank and filled me up and made me feel like I was the worst person in the world. Right? But it didn't. And so that's why I wanted to come today and say, I promise you, do that. Do that and be ready. You know what I mean? And be ready. Because just as much as God will give us a task in life, and I believe that was a part of my task, losing my son for the some reason that had to be part of it. But also this, even without a task yesterday, well, of course, you know, the whole task I said of being the person to give the information out online and letting it sit online forever. So anybody who's looking for information on that will be able to find that forever as long as YouTube is available. That information is there. So I felt obedient, which is a part of my joy yesterday. But secondly, I don't even think this was a test for me. I think this was a test of my joy tank. I think that's what that was about. Like, let's try it. Okay, now you got the information. Let's try it. I'm gonna give you, because I knew this bad news was coming. Let's see if it works. You know, and I really feel like it did work, y'all. I really do. Wow. Ain't that something though? Ain't that something, Southern Mermaid? And the funny thing is, nobody out there knew this guy, but everybody at that party knew my son or knew of my son, and nobody spoke. But everybody was running around. Oh my God, he was the nicest person. You have the nerve to say how nice he was, but you wouldn't testify? Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So then a friend of mine, I say friend very loose, we grew up ever since we were in third grade, grew up together. Her son happened to be there at the party. So when I found out he was there, because she contacted me and told me he was there when it happened. So I tell the police that I knew he was there. I asked the police to talk to him. I called her. She said, well, he got warrants. Come to find out, the warrants were like traffic warrants out of Camden, New Jersey. So, and this happened in Atlantic City. So the guy from Atlantic City said, I said, well, look, I can take care of Camden. So I call up over to Camden and I say, listen, this guy has information on my son's murder. Is there any way y'all can wash those tickets? So Atlantic City called too. They were willing to do it for us to get this information. Do you know that she still found a reason for him not to do it? And she was supposed to be my lifelong friend. That was the last time we talked. Yeah, that was the last time. Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. But I tell you this: start working on your joy tanks. That's what this was about. I got receipts. I got receipts. Anytime this, I'm going to post an article about this situation on Facebook. So if you guys are on my Facebook, I'm going to post the article because my sister sent me the article yesterday, and I'll post it on Facebook for if any of you are interested in seeing what happened. But for me to be sitting here today talking about this just as normal with y'all, this is my receipt. I got receipts. This works. Fill that joy tank, y'all. Do something happy. Do something that makes you entirely happy today. Just 100% happy about you filling your joy tank. And be ready. I promise you. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Thank you, Nita May. I appreciate you, friend. I'm telling, don't they? Live from Dubai. I promise you, they do. Because you can't go through life holding information like that and it not bother you. I don't care who you are. Yeah, it's crazy. So I tell y'all, if you're having a hard time because you lost somebody, or you know somebody that's having a hard time because they lost somebody, I have a video on my Facebook page. It's called How I Got My Life Back After My Son's Murder. Get that video and share it with them. Also, the video that I did yesterday. I did a video yesterday, and it was about your purpose. I said let's chat. What's our purpose? I think that was just yesterday. It was live, and then today, and you watch the progression of how finally dealing with it when I first did, and then yesterday's video, how all of this was protecting me and preparing me Not to mention the day before, yesterday, when that bird came, right? And the whole week, I told y'all it was a whole week of different things that was preparing me for this. And then I did that video, and then I was able to handle it. Same. I am here in Texas by myself, right? My family's not here with me. So for me to get that kind of information, and I'm here by myself, let me tell you something. God got me. You don't need nobody. You can survive. But you got to have your mind in the right state of mind. You got to have your heart in the right state of, being, and know who your superior power is and know who you are. And then you can handle it. I promise you. You can do it. That's a shame. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yes. Yeah, oh, that's a shame, Susie. That is something. Yep, y'all, I'm telling you, find something to get excited about today. So that happiness is so full, you could loan some out. I promise, that's how I felt yesterday. I was like, wow, I could give some of this happiness to everybody. I am excited. And then, and I was like, and what's funny is we don't talk every day. Me and Donald talk maybe once or twice a week, right? And I was like, I just talked to her yesterday. What's she calling me for? So I answered the phone, and that's what the funny is. I said that I was like, "What you calling me for?" And she was like, "I can't hear you." And so that's why I think it might be something wrong with this phone, or because when she called me back the second time, we were able to hear. So I don't know what it is. All right, wait a minute. Let me see. Yes, I know what you mean, Lavender, but you know what? It took me a long time, and I pray that everybody can find. Oh, thank you, Southern Mermaid. But hey Elizabeth, how are you, friend? Yeah, but I just hope and pray. I am Lavender. You know what? Sometimes you really just need a break. Sometimes you really do. And that's when I say you, I mean me and y'all. Because sometimes you really need a break. And like at times, like today, how I'm feeling, I could not do a Saturday Night Live and be 100% in there with y'all. Um, and be okay with that. I couldn't. Y'all would see I was so off. I couldn't even focus. I could barely function right now. Like I'm trying my hardest, and that's why I said I wasn't gonna be on here long. Oh wow, I'm so sorry, glorious love. I am so sorry. Yeah, and you know what? It's a process. It's a process. But I want you to check out this video. I'm gonna link that video in the description box up here. When we get off, I'm gonna link the first video because it took me 3 years to get to that point. And my whole thought and reason for doing that video is that maybe it could help somebody else get there sooner. Because I didn't have any guidance with it. It wasn't until I decided to go to therapy, and I looked up on a spiritual therapist, right? Now, she couldn't say I'm a spiritual therapist because you can't collect insurance and do that. So I get to the therapy session. First day, it was all, Um, I'm gonna link it in here. I'm gonna link it in this video. As soon as we get off, I'll link it in the description box. But and I'll link yesterday's video too, because to watch all three of them, you would be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, I forgot. See, I'm losing my train of thought. That's why I know I can't be on no live. I forgot what I was talking about just when I saw that comment. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh, but what I think I was talking about the video. When I went to the spiritual therapist, when I went to the therapist, the first day it was that old boring therapy stuff where she had you fill out a piece of paper and this and that and this and that. And then I talked to her a little bit and then I left. So the next day I came, she had these angel oracle cards sitting on her table. And the box was open and the cards was just sitting there, right? So I said to her, I said, "Oh my God, I have those cards," right? And she said, "You know what? I thought you did." She said, "But I wanted to, you to say something to me first, see if you felt anything. She said, because I'm not allowed to say this. She said, I'm not allowed to, I don't practice that way. She said, but if we're in agreement, this is something that we can try to use the spirituality to get you to a point where you need to be. She said, but as far as paperwork is, that's not what I'm doing. So it was so funny that I looked up on her at that time, because I was like, yeah, I'm willing. Well, y'all, she took me through the ringer spiritually. When I tell you she grabbed my spirit up out of me and wrung me out like this and threw me to the side and was like, get up and make it. That's what happened, y'all. And so it was a blessing to me to be able to do that. A lot of times you can't find somebody like that, though, because insurance ain't paying for it. So you got to find somebody who is a therapist but understands that you need to get to the gut of it to fix it. You see? So I say that that's why that video to me was so important to put out when it was, because I talked about how holding it in it turns into cancer. So many people who are grieving constantly and angry and hateful and hurtful because of something that happened to them, which means, when something happens to you, you're a victim. You take on all of the responsibility of that act that happened when you had nothing to do with it. So till the moment you can release that and say, that wasn't mine. I still miss the person who passed away. I love them with all my heart. He was the joy of my life for almost 22 years, 29 days before his 22nd birthday. But I didn't kill him, right? So I'm not going to carry that punishment forever. I had to get rid of it. I had to let that go, and dare I say forgive, because you do have to forgive that situation to be able to let it go completely. You have to forgive that person. You don't have to forget it. You don't have to like them. There is nothing that says you have to like that person. You got to go invite them for Thanksgiving dinner, or say, hey, now, what you doing? How you feeling, friend? No, you ain't got to do none of that. You just got to say, you ain't in control of me. Your actions are not going to take control of me. And then the moment you do it, you start feeling better. And then gradually you'll realize I don't even think of that person anymore. Like he used to consume my mind. And it doesn't happen. And I'm not going to let it start happening again with trying to check on what happens with that and all of that. I'm not. It's not my place. I got to work on Joan. Joan already missed 3 years of her life being hateful and mean. 3 years of being on purpose and being obedient and doing the things that I was called to do. 3 years of it was already missing. I'm making up for that now. I'm trying to touch as many souls as I can before I leave away from here. So yeah, it will turn so many people who are grieving because of the loss of somebody, or because of the loss of a thing, or a situation that didn't turn out, it turns to cancer. And then 4 years, 5 years later, they got cancer and they're going through chemo and they don't know what it's about. That cancer is that mess that you never let go. Clean up on the inside and watch and see things start turning better in your life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it. Ain't nobody, you ain't gonna kill my son and me too. So, yeah, I just wanted to, like I said, come on and share that and say, y'all, do something happy today. Do something jolly. Fix yourself one of these. Run out to Aldi's and get that. Is it Aldi? Yeah, Aldi. Mm-hmm. Tastes like you're sitting right in Hawaii, y'all. I promise. So good. So, it's so many tropical fruits. Wow, yeah, it's something. And it doesn't go away. You're right. It's about, Miss Faye, it's about the way you deal with, the way you handle it. You know what I mean? It never goes away, but you can change your perception of the situation and you can live a better life than if you just focus on that problem only. Now, it doesn't matter. First of all, it hurts when you have a child, a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, anybody close to you, a spouse, a child. When they're tragically murdered. That is a notch in itself. But think about it. If your child dies from cancer, do you feel any worse than if they were murdered? No, you don't. If they died because they committed suicide, you don't feel any worse or less. It's still the same pain. You see? So if you look at it like that whole God doesn't allow anybody to die that is not ready, that didn't complete their mission. And you may not understand it. We may not understand it until the day that we leave this earth and we actually have a chance to have a conversation with God or whoever we're going to meet up with, or even the person. You meet up with them in heaven or in the spirit world, wherever it is. And then they might be able to explain it to you. But I tell you right here on earth, I don't know if you're going to ever get that real question, the answer that you're looking for. You're probably never going to get it. Like, you can't explain to me right now why my child had to be taken from me. You can't. So I'd rather go with the fact that it was in God's plan. I'll go with that. And then that way, that can clear my mind enough for me to be able to go on with my life and finish off my life. Because if I didn't do that, if I didn't find that spot where I would be okay with the fact that it was in God's plan and just be okay with not knowing why, I couldn't function, y'all. I would be sitting there somewhere like this in a crazy home. I promise you. I would be a real nut by now. So I say that to say, hey, Janine. Wait, Jeannie. Okay, that's a different way to spell it, Jeannie. All right, I heard that. How are you? So yeah, y'all, that's all. I just had to come share that. If I didn't get that one out today, hey, Giggsy. Did I see somebody else on that I didn't see earlier? No, I think I got everybody. Oh, okay, no. Tanisha, hey, Tanisha. How are you? Yvonne, hey, Yvonne and Giggsy. Yeah, so I say, y'all, and I'll tell you, I'm feeling okay about this. I'm really feeling okay, except for the fact that I don't want to jump the gun and say I'm okay and that I don't need to, deal with this situation mentally and really process it through. I don't want to do that because I don't know that I'm that strong. So I'm going to give it time to let it flow through and accept the fact and really accept it for what it is. Because there's a lot that needs to be released on this. One being all those people who wouldn't testify. The reason why that guy still ain't in jail. Two being the horrible law enforcement that did the investigation. That if I didn't do half the investigation, it wouldn't have been done. All of that because of the fact that this guy got out of jail so soon and was able to go out and kill somebody else's child. That's what I need to process through. I need to let all of that go, forgive it and let it go. And again, put it in God's hands and say, this is one of the options. Like I said, with the same, going back to the task that God gives us while we're on purpose. And again, I want to stress the fact that you people are so busy running around looking for what their purpose is. Meanwhile, you've been living your purpose since the day of conception, since the moment of conception. You've been living your purpose. It's about your decisions that make you think you're on and off your purpose. You know what I mean? You can't escape it. It's your life. You can't escape who you are. Your purpose is who you are. It's about the feeling to do something or hear. Some people see, some people feel, some people just know, some people just act. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, and being obedient to that, and just know that God is never going to go tell you to bomb somebody. God is never going to tell you to go get a bomb and throw a bomb at somebody. God is never going to tell you to walk up to somebody and kill them. That's Satan. And then it's your decision on whether you're going to do it or not. Again, so that would be your actions, your decision that you make is going to make it what it is. So if you feel in your heart, I should go kill that person because I think God's telling me, no, he's not. And make a decision to say no. And then you will be okay. You'll be successful. Task completed. There you go. Another task completed because she said no. She knows me. She knows that I'm God and I would never tell her to hurt nobody. She knows that. But because we have options, because God is so great and he gives us an option. Everything we do every day, we have a decision whether we're going to get out of bed. We have a decision whether we're going to take a bath. We have a decision on anything. There's always a pro and con to every decision you make. So if you decide to kill somebody because that's what you thought that your feeling was that you were supposed to kill somebody, well, that's a con. And it's something that had to happen because you made that decision. We're so powerful. We have the ability to, any decision we make, we can make it happen. Right? So when you do that, that's something that you have to deal with. you made a decision and you took yourself in that direction. You're still on purpose. You're just in a bad situation. Get it together. That's all. You know? So stop looking for what your purpose is and live it. Because you're living it. It's your life. So, yeah, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. Hey, Greystone, how are you? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And you know, the funny thing is, we're so, it's shocking where you could get your information from on different things. When you ask, when you're in the middle of prayer or you're in the middle of studying something and trying to figure it out, it's funny where you can find yourself and to get answers to what you were looking for, you know? And that's what made me decide, because yesterday I really did not want to share what I was going to share. I didn't, because that's not what I do here. That's not what I want, because you know, you always get that person that's going to come back and got something to say. Here's the thing. Take in what you hear me say, and take in what you want from it, and don't take the rest. If you don't like none of it, don't take it in. Don't take it in. It's free. It don't cost $1. You know, I just feel like I need to share. And if you wander on my channel, that's at nobody's fault. You know, you just wander on the channel. But if you don't like it, just keep it moving. But there are people who need to hear it, and that's why. Even if it was only 2 people that needed to hear what I had to say, I still needed to put it out there. And I need to leave it out there for years to come, because there's going to be somebody sitting in my seat. Every day of my life, when I get out of that seat, somebody else gets in it. Everything that you've been through, everything that you've been doing, and when you move to the next stage, somebody got one jump right in your seat, and they're in that same pain you were in, the happiness, the hurt, the torture. They're sitting there, and they're looking for a way to get out of it. So when you leave a footprint behind, and you say, "Well, wait a minute, I know what you're feeling right now." See, this is what I'm hoping my video would do. Is that okay? I know you're sitting in my seat. I know I was just there. This is how I got out of it. Here's a way to get out of this quicker. You don't have to sit there for 3 years like I did. You can, and this is right in front of them, because all they got to do is go online and say, "How did I get over this?" Then the video pops up, right? And because that's what it's meant to do. And then they get it in their first 2 months of going through the grieving. They don't have to do what I had to do. They can move out their seat faster and leave something for the person coming behind them. So that's why it's important to talk about it. And I felt like I needed to talk about this with y'all. But today I'm okay. I just know that, like, I got a lot of air going on in my head. And I can barely remember what I was talking about 1 minute. So I don't need to be on a live tonight. I really don't. But if anybody else is going to be on the live, say right now, y'all. Whoever's going to be on tonight, if you want to do a live on your channel, and everybody jump on that person's channel. Everybody jump on somebody else's channel. And if I can, I'll pop on for a minute. If I'm in the right state of mind. And then y'all can at least still have some communication tonight. You know what I mean? And then next week, I promise you, I will be back. I will. I didn't expect this tonight. I really didn't expect to be in this situation today. And I know y'all can tell by my yeah, watch it from the beginning, Greystone. Watch it from the beginning. And welcome. Welcome. Y'all, I know y'all can tell from my table. First of all, I didn't say a word because I couldn't even talk when I woke up this morning, y'all. I couldn't talk when I was getting ready to say the video. When I was getting ready to talk about my table, I couldn't even talk. I had to sit down and make slides to go across the thing because I couldn't talk. I really couldn't. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And that's what this is all about. This is what it's all about. Once you get to a point where you can actually talk about this and come with receipts, y'all. Come with receipts. Because don't nobody want to hear you keep talking when you ain't showing them anything. That's why this part right here had to come after that other video yesterday. When I tell you, I wouldn't imagine that I could come back today and say this 10 years ago. I couldn't have done this. But because I've been allowing this stuff and processing this stuff like I'm supposed to, I'm able to bring it to you right away. To bring you what I had to bring you, and then bring you proof next to it. Right next to it. Love you back, Ada. How are you, friend? My friend is on here. Oh my God, Ada, how's your health? How you feeling? Thank you, Yvonne. I promise y'all, next Saturday, I don't care what's going on, even if I'm airhead, but I doubt it. I'm gonna be okay. When I tell you by Tuesday, I'm gonna be okay. I just need to process this. This is the way it is, y'all. This is the way it is. This is the way it is. And sometimes we have to deal with that. When it's actions that we did not create, I didn't create this. But it's something that affects me. So I have to understand what it is and know that everything can affect me. I can't allow things like that to affect me. Thank you so much, Greystone. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. You're new here, right? Join us. Because let me tell you, Saturday nights, oh, we get the going on here. Saturday night, 7:30. Now tonight I won't be on. That's why I came on early when I still had a little energy left in me. But next Saturday night we'll be back, 7:30 Central Time. And we're on here, and when I tell you we get to anything could come up and we'll be talking about it. Anything. Exactly. You got that right, Marge. You said that. Yes. And I thank God for where I am right now that I could deal with this, y'all, because I don't know that I could deal with this prior. So if I missed anybody, y'all, I'm so sorry. Yes, indeed, Suzette, you got that. I am. I'm going to link the video I did last year, right? And then that's the one that I want you to watch. Then I want you to look at yesterday's. And then I want you to look at the one I did today, because you're going to see the change in when I found a way to cope with it and was able to let go of the hate, the anger, the hurt, the not being able to live, like not having a complete life for 3 years. Like I did not live. And let me tell you something. Don't walk up to me and say, hi, how you doing? I would be like, don't come in my face with that. Like I was that type person. Oh, I was a mean, hateful little heifer because my child was gone and I ain't had no answers. Well, again, like I said, therapy helped me, and all of that is in that video. You'll understand that. And then fast forward to the whole spiritual transformation of me packing up one day without telling anybody. I didn't tell my daughter I was moving to Texas till 3 weeks prior. I had already got the place here. I didn't tell her. She had no idea. So I moved on a whim, not knowing nobody. I hired a locator who found this place for me. And I told her what I was looking for, told her where, I wanted to be in a decent area with a nice, secured community. She found it. I did it online. I had never been to Texas before in my life. But spiritually, this is where I was led. I popped up here. Been here for 6 years. It has changed my life. The comfort level of peace has been like overwhelming. Finally got the confidence 2.5 years ago to start this YouTube channel. And again, there was a big argument with God. Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you telling me to do this? And he was like, you got the girl, please. You need to be using your talent. You need to be doing this show, talking to people and doing this stuff with people. And I'm like, God, you got the wrong one. I ain't that friendly. Right? Well, I did it. Finally did it. And it leads me to, again, yesterday's video of me talking about it in layman's terms. Because how many times have you heard people talk about things like this, how to get over grief and how to do it, but they don't talk in layman's terms? How many people tell you to fill up your joy tank? Right? Because it comes to me so simple and straight that I could pass it right on to you so easy. Fill up your joy tank, because when it's full and some tragedy or something that you think could knock you on your knees comes, you can be able to process it on a level head and let it go over, especially when it ain't your crack. It ain't yours. It ain't yours. I had nothing to do. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't let nobody out of jail early. I did not testify for people. I didn't do none of that. It ain't mine. It affects me because it brings back the whole flood of my son being killed. But that's the part I'm processing, not nothing else. That's them. That's on them. I have to accept the fact that that's not mine and I didn't make that decision. But I will process the whole hurt that came, because I'm not going to let it catch me 6 months from now because I suppressed it and then something happens in my joy, because that'll deplete your joy tank, and then all of a sudden you lose it. 6 months from now I lose it because a piece of bread falls on the ground, on the floor. I'm in there making a sandwich and the bread falls on the ground, and all of a sudden I'm on the ground and I'm holding my head and I'm screaming and crying to God, like, why? And you don't even know what you're crying for, but it's the fact that you suppress this crap. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it. I'm getting it out because all the bread can fall at once. It ain't got getting me on the ground. No, I'm going to be all right. My joy tank is full. And that's it. So I'm going to do it like I know I should. I'm going to really suppress. I'm going to really get this out of my life and not suppress it. And then I'll be okay. I know that. So that's the thing. That's what I wanted to come back for, y'all. That's all. And then, yeah, so that was it. We got everybody. Did I catch everybody? Yes, indeed. You know, God is in total control of me, y'all. I've given that up a long time ago. I just was like, wherever you want me, put me. Wherever you need me, I'm going to be there. I am obedient. And a lot of this, I didn't share in the beginning with my channel because everybody ain't ready for that. Everybody ain't ready to hear your business. You know, but then there's a time when you come like, you feel like I have to do this because if I have this outlet to put out information, I need to pick and choose what I put out. You see what I'm saying? And even though I love home decor, even though I love being a very thrifty person and thrifting and saving money and budgeting and, you know, creating, I also have another side of my life too. And that life, when I get the information that can help somebody, I still need to put that out. So periodically, you will see these videos. Oh, you see the thing, the scarf from my tablescape just came up and covered the the wind blew. But yeah, so that kind of thing, when I feel like it's something that somebody needs, and if only one person, like Grace Stone just said, they needed the information, but a lot of you said that today. I'm just using that as an example. It makes me feel like, yeah, you know, the feeling that I had was good, that I really did need to put this out. And I hope and pray it helps. I hope and pray it helps everybody who clicks on this video. I hope you get something out of it, except for the trolls, because I'm going to get a couple of those. I'm going to get a couple of trolls who feel like that they need the attention to say something negative about what I'm talking about, which has nothing to do with them. This conversation is directed at people who need it. And that's it. It ain't directed at, if you don't need it, it's not directed at you. So keep it moving. You know? And so I'm okay with that. And that's what used to keep me from doing from uploading videos like this, is that you get them couple negative people that come on, and then you got to deal with that. And me, I ain't dealing. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. The information is too important to me. You know, it's too important. You know what, Karis? I'm gonna really hurt you. I can't take it. You know what? I'm getting ready to fight her. She said the beat don't stop until the break of dawn. Y'all, I know. I'm well. Everybody on here knows what that is because we're all around the same age. Yes, Cha Cha, I love you back, friend. She is such a sweetheart, y'all. You're so welcome, Cha Cha. Cha Cha will continue to check in with me for the rest of her life. I do believe. She'll go missing for a couple months, and all of a sudden she pops right back up to let me know she's okay. She knows to always check in with me. I appreciate you, Cha Cha. Glorious Love, how are you, friend? You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Jade. Yes, that's right. You got to let it out, friend. You got to let it out. You got to let it out. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. I might run down here. I had ordered a skillet from, you know, the electric skillet. And because I wanted to do a breakfast video. What is wrong with me? But I wanted to, and I want the ease of being able to cook my bacon and eggs without going through the whole frying pan thing and all of that. So I just wanted to use a skillet, and I ordered it. It's been sitting there at Walmart. I have to go get it. Oh, you're welcome, Lavender. You know you're a sweetheart. I appreciate you, friend. Yes, indeed, Cha Cha. Who, me? You know I don't do that sending. You ain't got to send me nothing. No, girl, you don't need to send me nothing. Send me, you know what? Always come and back to the videos and chit chat with me, and that's sending me enough, Marge. Y'all, shipping is so darn much, and then buying things is so much. I don't, y'all don't ever need to do that for me. I just appreciate you. I really do. Yes, indeed. Cha-Cha, y'all, let me tell you. Cha-Cha might be, I'm going to go as far as to say, she's been around since the first day on my channel. Since the first day, even before my lives. I didn't start doing my lives till maybe about 5, 6 months into having my channel. But Cha-Cha has been around since the very, very beginning. And she watches all the videos, but she pops in every now and then on the lives to say hi. And Lisa is another one. Lisa's been around since around the beginning too. Lisa Lemons, another one. And so I always, that's why when they pop on and I'm shocked, like I just want, well, Lisa all comes to most of the lives. But a few more, it's a few more. Ada that's on here today, she's been around since the very, I think the very first tablescape, Ada, if I'm not mistaken. And so I say that to say, a lot of y'all, I really appreciate y'all do more than you know by just coming on and watching these videos and spending time with me on these lives and stuff like that. You just don't know how important that is. That's more to me than receiving anything. That means a lot more to me. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, y'all. Yes, that's what I want to do on my I wanted to do a video doing just doing the video. I want to do, all right, here's the video, my video idea, a day in the life from when I wake up in the morning. But of course I won't do that getting out of bed thing, because I got to do the whole brushing the teeth, combing the hair, washing the face thing first. Nah, y'all ain't getting all that. I'm old, okay? No, she ain't that cute no more. She gotta fix herself. Okay, and then I wanted to do the breakfast with y'all, and then a morning routine type thing, and then kind of make a video out of it. So that's what I'm working on. But instead of going through the whole cooking, I just wanted to be able to cook everything in one spot so I can stay focused with the camera while I'm doing it. So I thought, a hot plate, but that would help me, you know. And yeah, so I want to do that. Y'all ain't getting me no mukbanging now. All that, what all them sounds, but I love Yacky Snacky when she does it. She is such a story, little, like she keeps your interest with her talking, and it's not a whole lot of smacking and all of that, but she does a lot of talk. It's like sitting having dinner with a friend with her. That's what I like about her, Yacky Snacky. She's a sweetheart. Look her up, y'all, if y'all don't know her. She's been on here a lot too. Hey, Andrea Mason. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, and thanks for joining me. I know this live is early, but like I said, while I still had a half a bit of sense, I wanted to talk to y'all and let y'all know. Yeah, but I'm going to be doing that video, so look forward to it. Ooh, wait a minute. Yes, so I'm thinking about doing that, and then doing maybe like some of into the day, maybe like a trip to the thrift store or a store or something, and then that'll be that video, and then I'll pick up from the evening and do the nighttime routine to get to go to bed in the next video. So that way y'all can get to know me a little more, and um see how my life goes, on this life that I live. It ain't got nothing going on. I never ordered from Wish. Well, ain't that funny? Live from Dubai. That's how you feel. You've been around for a nice while too. You've been around for almost about 2 years. You've been around for a nice while. What's my favorite animal? I love dogs. I just don't want to own one because they're heartbreakers. They have to die, eventually, and that is something that I just can't deal with ever again. I love dogs. I'm gonna be safe out in these streets. Yeah, coronavirus is starting to pop up again, and it's starting to boost here in the Texas area. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna kind of try to steer clear of the stores. I gotta run down to Walmart and pick up that package, but I'm not even gonna do any shopping. I'm just gonna pick up my package and come out of there. Well, then again, I do need like 3 things out of there. You're welcome, Marge, my friend, my Canadian friend. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on, y'all. Oh, you got 2 dogs? Oh, that's right. I know you got dogs, Deborah. I've seen your videos. Yeah, so I'm working on those videos now. That's what I'm trying to do. So I got to pick up my hot plate and get that. So actually, it's not going to be a live thing. It'll be a, edited, you know, like clips in it of certain things. And I just figured, you know, why not? Put myself out there even more for my troll. Yo, I decided my haters, you know, the people who drink Haterade that come to my channel, they love Haterade. They have jobs. I know now for a fact they have jobs. And I have at least one that doesn't work on Saturdays. Let me tell you how I know. Because I don't start getting my likes till after 5, 6 o'clock. I meant my dislikes till after 5 or 6 o'clock. So they got jobs. Congratulations, haters. I'm glad you're working. And you didn't lose your job through the coronavirus. I'm happy for you. And then on Saturdays, if I put up an early video, I might get one dislike until 5, 6 o'clock. So my haters have jobs. It's good to know. See, my prayer, I've been praying for you and you kept your jobs. Stop hating me. Yep. Yes, indeed. A bag of jewelry. You know what? I'm just so over jewelry, but if I find another bag, I'll do it. I had some and I opened them already and got rid of the stuff, y'all. I did. So look, y'all, I'm gonna, yeah, okay, I gotta run to Southern Mermaid. Thank you so much for joining. I know, I just laugh. I laugh. You know, I make up my stories about the haters all the time, y'all. I don't pay them no mind. Hey, Hazel Marsh, how are you, friend? You popped on with us. Okay, you know what? When I come to New Jersey, I'll be in Jersey in August. I canceled my trip in July, but I'll be there in August. And I'll be there from the 2nd, I think, till the 13th of August. But I'm in South Jersey, so I will be in like Cherry Hill thrift stores, Philly, Center City, Philly. There's a couple over there. Um, uh, Audubon, New Jersey, Belmar, down, you know, like down 42, Ariel, like whatever I could find down there, because I heard it's a couple down there. I want to try to get to the one on 73, that red, white, and blue, but I don't do North Jersey. I won't do North Jersey because that's just too much traveling there. So I'll be in the South Jersey area. So yeah, Haddonfield. I got to get to Haddonfield this time. I haven't been to Haddonfield in a while. Wait a minute, I seen a video. I seen a thing come up. They sure do. That's what people don't realize. They sure do. It had either it's just you know, interaction is what they're looking for. No, I'm not. I'm actually not going to do any shopping. I decided I'm not going to be. This was it for me. I ordered, like I said. What happened was I ordered some copper flatware, shiny copper flatware. I went to Walmart to pick it up because I had a gift card. I had a $25 gift card. I was like, well, you know what? It's $27 and something cent. So after tax, I wound up paying $5.25. And I was going to pick up my flatware. And when I got there, it was gold. They didn't give me copper. I already have gold flatware. I didn't need it. So I said, I don't want this. They gave me my gift certificate back, gift card. They gave it to me on a card, plus my $5.25 back. So I called I went online, I ordered the skillet, but I didn't use the gift card. I used money with that. So I got to go pick that up. And I got one other thing that I got to pick up, that I got to put the order in for them to have it ready to pick up. And then I still have my $25 gift card. So I still have to buy something with that. So that's the only other thing I'll be buying. I'm good other than that. And again, did I show y'all my t-shirt? Wait, let me show you. Look. I know it's probably coming off backwards. It says, I see you. I acknowledge you. I release you. Thrift Queen 2020. And I got it in the pink and blue. I think I'm going to do one more campaign on this shirt, because I do want to pick up a couple more. I really like the way it is. It's comfortable. I like the length of this. I can do it and wear it over tight, so I can, you know, bulk it up and wear it, you know, with jeans. I like the shirt. I like the shirt a lot. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do one more campaign with these. So I'll let y'all know if I do. Yeah, Yeah, I did get some sold, so a few of you guys got them. No, I haven't been. I haven't been into Garland. I went. Maybe I went in Texas Thrift maybe a month ago when they first opened back up, and I didn't. I walked in and out. No, I didn't get anything, and then I went to Thrift Giant. Did I? Oh no, I didn't go to Thrift Giant. I didn't even go. I went to the 90. I mean the Dee Dee's, and then I haven't been back over there. I haven't been back over there. So wait. Okay. Look, yo, I'm gonna head up off of here. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I think y'all talking about a TV show or something. But anyway, I'm gonna head off of here, y'all, so I can do what I gotta do. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm gonna put those links right now before I get up and go down there to Walmart. I'm gonna put the links in the description box. Check out those other videos. Like I said, the first video I did last year, and that was about the whole, letting go with the grieving process. Um, and then being able to deal with it. You know what I mean? And then after that, like I said, yesterday's video was so important. Um, I put that one up, and then 30 minutes after that video went up is when this news came, and I felt myself getting ready to go into atomic shock. When I tell you, like, I was getting ready to go nuts, it just all of a sudden just smoothed itself over, and it was like trickled out the way, and I was able to have a full conversation. Me and my sister start looking up different articles on it and everything, and but I knew then that I had just buried it. I said, nope, you buried that, girl. You're going to have to dig that one up and fix it and get it up out your life. So that's why I said I'm going to take these couple days and I will be back. I promise y'all, I'll be back. But anyway, look for those videos. I'm going to put them in right now. And y'all have a blessed day. I will chit-chat with y'all later. I'm going to see if anybody's going live tonight. If I'm have a little bit of sense about me. I'll check to see if anybody's live. And then I will chit-chat with y'all later. All right, y'all. Thanks a lot for joining me. Oh, can I get it? Yep, I got it.